Chapter 2: Scratches in Steel. I armed myself the only way I could, with logic. Maybe a micro-meteor hit, I told Lana as we rode the lift down toward Deck C. Stress fractures can look like claw marks. Sure, she said. And maybe the howl was you practicing your singing. The lift doors opened to pitch black. Deck C's lights were offline. AI, restore power, I ordered. Deck C power grid unresponsive, the AI replied. Local manual shutdown detected. I pulled a portable lamp from the emergency kit. The beam cut through the dark, revealing floating dust and the faint shimmer of coolant pipes. The air was colder here. Thin and sharp, we moved slowly. Our boots echoed too loud on the metal floor. The first scratch was small, just a thin silver line on the bulkhead. But as we walked, the marks grew deeper, wider, like something had become more violent with each step. It's like an animal pacing in a cage, Lana whispered, to the end of the corridor. The main door to storage 7A stood bent inward, its thick composite warped like soft clay. Whatever had pushed from the inside was strong. Far stronger than any human. Lana, stay behind me. Not a chance. I manually cranked the door open a few inches. The lamp's beam slid through the gap and touched something wet and dark on the floor. Blood. Human blood. AI, are all crew accounted for? I asked, even though I already knew the answer. Crew count 2, the AI said. Ethan Cole. Lana Reyes. So whose blood is that? Lana asked. We squeezed inside. Crates floated slightly off the floor. Maglock struggling. A heavy cage was bolted to the far wall, its bars twisted and torn open from within. Inside the ruined cage, thick brown hair clung to the metal, matted with blood and flesh. Lana lifted a sample with shaking hands. This is some kind of mammal. But the DNA is spliced. Human markers. This looks like someone tried to engineer a hybrid. A hybrid of what? I asked. Something growled in the shadows behind us. The sound rolled through my bones. Deep, wet, wronged. I turned the lamp point. 2 yellow eyes stared back at us from the dark. Far too high off the ground to be human. The light caught a muzzle lined with sharp teeth, brown fur, and claws that dug into the metal as it stepped forward. Terrifying, brown hair, sharp teeth, sharp claws, athletic build werewolf, breathing slow and heavy, stood inside our starship. IT blinked once, like light hurt. Ethan, Lana breathed, voice cracking. This is not possible. The werewolf inhaled, nostrils flaring. It looked at me, then at Lana, and something like hunger burned in its eyes. I did the only thing my body allowed. I backed up, dragging Lana with me, and slammed my hand on the emergency door switch. The steel barrier snapped down between us and the creature, barely missing its claws as they slashed at the air. The howling that followed shook the entire deck.